Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Day-Date 40 in rose gold with a Pave Diamond Dial and Diamond Bezel. I will talk to you a little bit about the history of the Day-Date, then tell you about where this watch stands in the lineup of other similar Day-Dates, then tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement, and finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with the Day-Date. The Day-Date has been around for around 60 years. Yes, that's a long time. It's one of Rolex's most prestigious and longest standing collections, probably next to that of the Datejust. The Day-Date 40 tells one extra complication: the day and the date, Monday through Friday and 1 through 31. That is one more than the simple Datejust, which just tells you 1 through 31, does not tell you Monday through Friday. So it has an extra complication. And it's also been around for a little bit less time than the Datejust, which I think the Datejust has been around for like 80 years. The Day-Date has been around for 60 years or so. So it's got, both of them have a very long history. The Day-Dates that you're looking at are also known as the President, and they are only made in precious metal. That's right. The Datejust can be made in precious metal or non-precious metal. The Day-Date or the President is only made in precious metal, and they only make it as a size 36 or 40. They used to make a 41, that's discontinued, so only the larger watches, 36 millimeters or larger, have the day and the date, and that's because probably the complication of having both the day and the date requires a larger dial size, as opposed to the Datejust, which can be as small as 28 millimeters. Okay, at any rate, that is a little bit about the history of the Day-Date. Now, there's a lot more, but this isn't a history lesson. It's a review, so I'm just give you a little overview of the Day-Date. Now, let's talk about where does this watch stand in the lineup of other similar Day-Dates. Now, the Day-Date, as I told you, comes in size 36 or 40, so that's basically small, or let's say medium and large. The size 40 is for men, and 36 is a unisex. This one's a 40, so let's talk about that. Now, in the size Day-Dates, they come with a rose gold, yellow gold, or white gold, or they come in platinum, and they have different bezel combinations as well. They used to have a dome bezel. They don't have it anymore. They have a fluted bezel. They also have a diamond bezel, and they even have a baguette bezel. And they have many different dial variations. Well, the dial variation that you're looking at here is actually the absolute top. There's nothing more expensive than a full Pave Diamond Dial with baguette hour markers. The dial itself, it's quite a beauty to behold. So we'll get into it in a little bit, but let's just put it this way: the dial itself is more than $20,000. Okay, all right. Now, anyhow, where this watch stands in the lineup, well, you could get the regular bezel, which is fluted, or you can opt for the diamond bezel, which is what you see here. So this one is it is the most expensive rose gold Day-Date that you can get. Well, I guess you could get it with also diamonds on the bracelet, but for all intents and purposes, it's the most expensive one that you can get. In fact, all the rest of the Day-Dates with diamond bezels are around $60,000 retail. This one's mid $80,000. But by the way, you can buy it at jazztime.com for a lot less than that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and talk about the watch itself, starting with the case. The case is 40 millimeters, as the name implies. That's from my thumb to my index finger, 8 o'clock to the 2 o'clock position, and it's made of rose gold. Now, Rolex has their own gold foundries, which means that they mix their gold themselves. Unsurprisingly, they do so that they can maintain the rose gold color of rose forever on this watch. In fact, they even named this watch Ever Rose Gold. Ever meaning forever rose gold. And the way that they accomplish that is by using a very specific combination of I think it's platinum, gold, and other materials to make it stay rose gold forever. Because if you didn't know this, rose gold will actually oxidize to yellow gold at some point. And I've actually seen it happen on some of the older day dates. You look at them and you're like, hey, this is yellow, and that's because the rose gold, which contains a little bit of copper, I believe, that's what gives it the rose gold hue, it actually can oxidize and then end up looking kind of yellow. But Rolex claims that their rose gold will stay actually forever rose gold, which I believe, and that's probably done because they mix it in their old gold foundries and ensure the perfect mixing. Okay, that's that. Let's move on to the dial or the bezel. The bezel is a diamond bezel here. Now Rolex only uses the best natural cut natural diamonds, internally flawless and decolored, the best of the best, absolute best, and set by expert gemologists that are placing the watch so that it has the most brilliant shine and perfection at every angle. Now you can also get it on the fluted bezel. That's another option too. This one just happens to be the diamond, the most expensive one. Okay, let's move on to the dial, which is the main special thing about this watch. In fact, as I just told you, the dial itself is more than 20,000. I think it's like a $23,000 upgrade as opposed to the regular Roman dial. Now the dial features 10 baguette cut diamonds. These diamond at the hour markers are made of baguettes. Now they also sometimes do them in other gemstones like sapphires and rubies, but in this case they did it all in baguette diamonds. Okay, now if you look at the dial, obviously you can see that there's something going on here. In fact, there's a ton of diamonds in here, all placed by hand by an expert gemologist, making sure that each one is set within 100th of a millimeter so that the optimal brilliance and is shown by each diamond. And you can see that in its intensity and the reflection of this light played by this dial. It's really a thing of beauty. Okay, so let's move on to the bracelet here. The bracelet is your standard President bracelet. It's 3 semicircular links across. It's known as the President bracelet. It's a very beautiful bracelet, and it's only on the day dates. So there you have it. Okay, let's move on to the movement here. The movement is 3255. It's precise to 70 hours, a bump from the previous generation that was, I think, 48 hours, and that was like 10 years ago or so. I think that one was the 3155. This is a newer caliber 3255. Anyways, you can't see it, but let's just say it's really good. All right, time to try this watch on my wrist. Now look, I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, and I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and as you can see, the watch looks really nice on me. It's a really well fit. The President is one of, or if not, Rolex's most iconic watch. It's not the most common watch because of its price, but it is a fantastic watch and quite a beauty to behold. Now, what are my thoughts on it? Well, I think whoever is going to buy this watch really needs to be ready for this type of watch. I mean, it's the most expensive. It's the most it pops the most. It looks the most fantastic, most amazing. But some negatives of that comes with, you know, you kind of have to wear it in the right time and place. This is not really a casual watch. But I think people who are going to buy this watch and wear it are not really looking to walk around with jeans and t-shirt. This is like the watch that you wear at Vegas or some fancy, you know, dinner or something, you know, where you really want to be seen, and this watch really can make that happen. And so I really think, of course, it has to fit the right person at the right time, but it definitely can. And for the price point and, you know, what it is and the amount of pop that it has, I think it's really a fantastic watch. And if you're lucky enough to have enough money to purchase this watch, please click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.